take a moment to think about the top 5 environmental concerns in your mind. Can you think of 5? Can you even think of 1? The purpose of this speech today is to persuade my audience that the top 5 most important environmental concerns, in my opinion, are in fact the most important environmental concerns, especially in regards to the next 20 years. The 5 most important environmental concerns are natural resource depletion, deforestation, air quality and air pollution, water quality and water pollution, and global warming. I have always had a strong passion for the environment. However, this passion has grown even stronger over the last semester while taking an introduction to environmental science with Professor Mackenzie. In this course, we often regularly address problems with the environment as he tries to encourage us to be more conscientious of the planet that we live on. As the United States population continues to grow, the need for resources is also going to continue to grow. Energy and water demand, for example, is going to grow 50% over the next 10 years. This increase in demand is going to bring stress and uncertainty to our sustainability as a nation. Agricultural commodities will also tighten over the next decade due to the United States having to urbanize farmlands in order to make more room for communities. Non-renewable materials will also continue to vanish. This is important due to the fact that we are, in fact, going to eventually run out of resources due to us using them before finding a sustainable replacement. Therefore, what are we going to do when there's no more oil, gas, or metal? We only have certain resources available and they're being exhausted faster than we can produce them or find a replacement. This issue is only going to get worse over the next 20 years due to the continuation of population growth and therefore an increase in demand for resources. Now that we've introduced and addressed natural resource depletion, we can begin to address deforestation. Here I have a map of the United States and the virgin forests that are within the United States. This first photo is going to be from 1620. All of these black spots are a virgin forest. The second photo is going to be from 1850. Again, the black is a virgin forest. This last photo is the most saddening to me, which is from 1989. There's almost no more virgin forests, and that's due to deforestation. The United States population grows by more than 1,700,000 people per year, and statistically speaking, each person needs about an acre of land and an acre of highway. This rapid increase of people has caused for an increase in urbanization and therefore a rise in deforestation, as we seek to find more land to be able to build on. This is an important issue because the increase of land for housing requires less open farmland. Less open farmland means more overcrowding and a loss of biodiversity, and therefore animal habitats decrease also across the country. I believe that this issue will continue to worsen over the next 20 years due to the fact that the increase of people and the increase of population continues to grow, but the world and the amount of land available does not. Now that we've addressed deforestation, we can begin to talk about air pollution. Air quality has continued to improve over the last 50 years. However, it is still a major issue across the United States, especially in cities with large populations. The 12 most polluted ozone layers cities in the United States were all within the state of California last year. And although that's not in our backyard here in Florida, it is still within the United States, and therefore we still need to care about it because all people deserve to have access to clean air to breathe. It's also important because air pollution causes damage to crops, animals, forests, and bodies of water. It also contributes to the depletion of the ozone layer, which is necessary to protect the Earth from UV rays. Acid rain can also occur because of air pollution, which can harm trees, soils, rivers, and wildlife. I believe this issue will stay the same over the next 20 years due to the fact of the increase of technology to help with air quality, but also because there's an increase of people over the next 20 years. Therefore, I believe the negatives and positives will actually cancel each other out. Now that we have addressed air quality, we can begin to address water quality. Water pollution and water quality is an issue even though the EPA is doing their job of regulating drinking water. The pollution occurs within our lakes, oceans, and rivers. People dump 2 million tons of sewage into our water every single day across the world. Plus, the pesticides and other chemicals from land runoff add to our drinking water, which puts chemicals in our main bodies of water. There are pollutants like microplastics and metals that are impossible to get out of our water even through our intense purification processes. Therefore, this is an important issue because of the ramifications of polluted water. We're not only risking losing wildlife, but we're also putting humans at risk due to the hazardous pollutants that are contaminating the drinking water. I believe that over the next 20 years, this issue will actually get better because the EPA is doing everything they can to work with the federal government on making sure that the ecosystems stay as they currently exist, and that we can have access to clean water for all people. Now that we've addressed water pollution and water quality, we can begin to address the most important issue here at hand, which is global warming. Global warming is probably the most recognized and most notable because of its effects it causes. Global warming contributes to melting glaciers and even to more intensified hurricanes. The rising temperatures of the Earth can actually cause issues on the local climate, weather patterns, and on communities across the United States, but also to the planet as a whole. Global warming contributes to air pollution due to the sparking temperatures causing wildfires across the nation. These wildfires release carbon and particulate matter, polluting the air again. Therefore, we need to start having an extreme expressed interest in global warming because wildfires destroy crops and wildlife habitats. Therefore, a loss of biodiversity occurs, and that makes global warming super important because we need as much biodiversity and ecosystem friendly events in this world as we possibly can have. I believe this issue is going to get worse over the next 20 years due to people simply not doing their part to reduce their carbon footprint and due to the skepticism of global warming still as it stands, even though there's a ton of legitimate proof that global warming is in fact a problem. So therefore, the 5 most important environmental concerns are going to be natural resource depletion, deforestation, air quality and air pollution, water quality and water pollution, and global warming. So now that you have learned about the seriousness of the current environmental concerns, I hope you do your part to be able to reduce your carbon footprint and make a difference in saving our planet. Happy Earth Day and have a great day.